Hi, I'm here today with Todd Weaver, Senior Vice President, Business Development, Strategies for College. Hi, Todd. How you doing today?
I'm great, Dennis. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. I want to ask you a couple questions about your business.
Sure.
All right, number one, what does your business do?
Well, in this challenging time, we families have a lot of stress around college planning, and among other things, of course. But what we do with our families is we help alleviate a lot of the stress and anxiety that comes with the college planning process. And we do so by creating personalized plans for each of our students. We try to advise families on the best college funding and admissions and social aspects, and really try to help the student understand that this is a 4-year plan, not a 6-month plan where I just want to get in somewhere and go. It's more important today than ever with the high cost of college and the time you're spending doing this to have the research to do it right.
Now, what programs or services do you offer?
Well, we offer comprehensive college planning to guide students toward becoming an educated consumer, as I just mentioned. We help them understand financial aid and admission systems so that the family can make appropriate decisions on college choice. And we do this by analyzing their ability and willingness to fund college for each student in their household. We also take a pretty detailed look at the students' grades, test scores when they have them, and if the college needs them, and their curriculum strength at their high school. Those we've discovered are the three most important aspects of a college admissions ability to get in the front door of the admissions office. Let's put it that way. And what we do is we guide the families through that process and help them select schools that are appropriate for the student, and help guide them through the maze of the final offers and determine if there's an appeal at the end, so they can have the right cost and the right price, right payment strategy to get in, fit in, and get out on time.
Now, what types of clients do you have now?
Well, our clients today are from all, excuse me, from all over the place. We've got students and families involved in public and private schools. Some are 2 miles from our office, some are 200 miles from our office. We work virtually with just about everybody today. We also focus 80 to 90% of our business practice is on the high school student heading off to college. We do have some work, though, with folks who want to talk about graduate school and other post-career college searches.
Now, how early do you get involved? What's the age of the students that you get involved?
That's a good question. It seems to be fluctuating every year, but for the most part, our students are typically coming to us sophomore year in high school to junior year in high school. That's a pretty strong indicator of when it's supposed to be the right time to start this process. It takes time to go through all the research and details here if you want to do it right.
Now, on the flip side, is it too late in the game at some point?
Well, if I get a call today from a high school senior here in May, it's pretty late in the time frame. Um, we've taken on some seniors in the fall of their senior year, but I'd say the most convenient time so that the student isn't stuck drinking out of a fire hose um, is usually by the middle of junior year to the end of junior year. That's kind of the ideal start time.
Now, who are your ideal clients?
Geez, I'd say the ideal clients are people who are open-minded about this process, and I know that's a tough thing to do because it is an emotional process. This is the first big decision for a teenager on what their future is going to hold. But frankly, the colleges today are businesses, and they're looking at the students as revenue producing units. It's not personal to them. It's all about building a class. And I'm trying to teach students and families that you can still make this fun and exciting and a personalized journey for the student as long as you know how the other side is playing the game.
Now, with a lot of things that have been going on lately, how has this changed for you and also your students?
I think the uncertainty is really challenging for the current high school seniors and current juniors that I'm working with. I'd say that the high school sophomores have a little more flexibility in this process, knowing that um, are crossing our fingers, of course, that things will hopefully be back to some kind of structure and normal process within 12 months when they get to the junior cycle here. But for the juniors, they're struggling with um, the loss of this traditional time of year. You've got missing tests, you've got missing college visits, missing summer internships, things of that nature. And it is challenging to help them come up with some ideas on what to do instead. But that is what we're doing with all of our students at this stage.
Yeah, the college visits must be totally different now.
They're all virtual,
Yeah.
and I've talked to some students who say, yeah, they're really helpful, but then after seeing 6 or 7 of them, they say, well, they're all starting to sound a little bit the same. And it's really, I think, a good opportunity at that stage for a student to step back and take a break from those virtual visits and work on other things for a little while. Uh, it's nice that the colleges are doing those, but they're not the same thing as seeing the schools in person.
Now, I'm sure you have lots of stories with different clients. Can you share a couple with us?
It can. I think I've had some really rewarding and sad stories too, but one of the things that I'm really thrilled about, just from this past month, a single mom was working with me with her daughter, and um, they did all the paperwork, got everything done appropriately, and the college missed a few items there because they get these forms on financial aid in particular that come in with just numbers on them. They don't have the backstory from the family as to what's really going on. And we worked on an appeal together, which explained the change in family circumstances, the um, lack of income because of COVID-19. Went back to the student's college and got the student got an award for an additional $10,000 per year on top of her original
Oh,
package. So we got another $40,000 for that student, and that was really thrilling and rewarding. And the student was so grateful. So made the choice to go
fantastic.
to that school work.
Now, speaking about financial aid, I mean, nowadays it's totally different now. How do you figure it out?
It's going to be uh, an open-ended question there. uh, I think colleges are uh, really desperate for students right now. Today, May 1st, when we're filming this, is a traditional deposit day for around the country for colleges. Um, However, over 400 colleges have extended their deposit to June 1st, knowing students may need extra time to make some decisions here. Um, my expectation is that over the next several months, colleges are going to be bombarded with requests for more financial aid, more help, as families continue to see furloughs and job layoffs come just as they're about to send their child to college. So it's going to be a busy summer in the financial aid office to um, keep the lights on and hopefully get students to enroll with the right budget.
And what makes your business unique?
I think the independent educational consulting field is one that's grown for several decades now, and um, our group has been around for 30 years, um, and I've been with them for 12. And I think what makes us unique is we have a great set of colleagues on our staff who come from all different backgrounds. We've got folks who've worked in corporate America, folks who've worked in the financial aid offices, admissions offices of several colleges. We've got people who run the gamut from the highly selective top 10 universities down to um, some of the community colleges that are fantastic community education points for students. So we have people who've seen it all, been there, done it. Even some guidance counselors have recently joined us because they want to be in an independent practice. And I think that having that team behind me allows me to get the questions answered that the families are asking for. I'm not going to pretend to know all the answers, but I have people on my staff who help me get there.
Now, how can people learn more about you?
They can learn more about us from our website, of course, strategiesforcollege.com. And we also have a Facebook page, Strategies for College on the Facebook page. We are revamping our monthly newsletter. This just coming out next month. So they can sign up for our updates there. Great way to get started. And our hope is that we have a few more educational webinars coming up on Facebook Live or other sources in the near future.
Now, how can they get in touch with you?
So my email works, Todd W, TODDW at strategiesforcollege.com. I can also be reached at 888-485-7299. And I'm at extension 3, but that number is on our website. And we're also on Twitter at College Game Plan and Instagram as Strategies for College. So we're trying to touch all the bases there, but the phone and email are great ways to get in touch with me personally.
Any final thoughts?
Oh boy, the spring is here, and the colleges are on track to make some good decisions going forward. And I'm here to help the families match those decisions with what their needs and wants are.
Great. Well, Todd, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and best of luck with you and your business.
Thank you, Dennis. Have a great day.
You too.
For more information, visit strategiesforcollege.com. There you'll find all the information on Strategies for College. And to get in touch with a team member, click on Team, and Todd's right here. And you can email right here or use this phone number to call him at 888-485-7299, extension 3.